Let us start with prayers to, to seek the blessings of the Lord. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Tinamini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Picharini Vishesha Shunyavadi Panchata Deshatarine. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Today we are going to begin with the session, and now we are going to recite the verses at Bhagavad Gita 8.15. माम उपेत्या पुनर्जन्म दुःखालयम् अशाश्वतं नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः संसिद्धिं परमां गतः. In this sloka, we will read the translation first. After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection. First, in this sloka, if you see, first we will read the purport, which is given by his Srila Prabhupada. Since this temporary material world is full of the miseries of birth, old age, disease, and death, naturally he who achieves the highest perfection and attains the supreme planet, Krishna Loka, Goloka Vrindavan, doesn't wish to return. The supreme planet is described in Vedic literatures as Avyakta and Akshara and Paramgati. In other words, the planet is beyond our material vision and it is inexplicable, but it is the highest goal, the destination for the Mahatmas, great souls. The Mahatmas receive transcendental messages from the realized devotees and thus gradually develop devotional service in Krishna consciousness and become so absorbed in the transcendental service that they no longer desire elevation to any of the material planets, nor do they even want to be transferred to any spiritual planet. They only want Krishna and Krishna's association and nothing else. That is the highest perfection of life. This verse specifically mentions the personalist devotees of the Supreme Lord Krishna. The devotees in Krishna consciousness achieves the highest perfection of life. In other words, they are the supreme souls. If you see in this sloka, first is Mam Upetya Punarjanma. Here Mam means Krishna, who attains me. Those never return to this Dukhalayam. Krishna here it is saying about here where we are staying in this material world. He is telling like it is Dukhalayam. Dukhalayam means like we all already heard about like Vidyalayam, Granthalayam, Devalayam. Devalayam means who God resides, and Vidyalayam means where education goes, and the Granthalayam means where we can find the books. So God Himself He is telling like it is Dukhalayam means here every time the problems it is like miseries complete. This place is like miseries. We can first of all, Dukhalaya means why Dukhalaya? Like one person face like every living entity who is in this Dukhalaya has to go through birth, old age, disease, and death. These four are the miseries. Why miseries means birth. While taking the birth also, like when the person is inside the womb, he suffers. He got a lot of misery, and then when he got some disease, we already seen the people who are like how much they are miserable. And in the old age especially like some they have to depend on someone and their body is not supporting to live, and they face so much miseries, and the death is like most painful thing. These all no one everyone has to go, everyone has gone through these miseries, especially when they are in this material world. And that too, miseries also come. There are three types of miseries. One is adi bhautikam, adi dhaivika, adhyatmika, adi bhaudika, and adi dhaivika. First adhyatmika. Adhyatmika means the problems which comes within us, like it creates problem to us. Like for example, our mind creates the problem. Sometimes there is nothing also, but still we feel like, for example, one exam is there, we already we already read about this and we already should, but still our mind create problems, and mind creates like if you are not well prepared and someone is good, and the mind creates the problem like see how they are achieving, we are not doing something. So somehow or other the problems which are come ourselves are like adhyatmika. And next is adi bhautika. Adi bhautika means the problem will come from external sides, like some person is there and he was not happy with you and he want to do something. It is not you, like you can't do anything, he was doing something and you have to suffer it. Like for example, we are going somewhere and suddenly one snake came and bite it. It is also adi bhautika. Someone, due to someone you are getting the miseries, it is called adi bhautika. And adi daivika, these come like natural disasters, for example earthquakes, tsunamis, and recently we also know like corona. Like these things are like not living entities created, it's like natural disaster. Due to all these things also miseries come. So this place is, Krishna himself is telling like it is dukkhalayam and ashashvatam. Actually, even someone wants to, here in this material, it is material world is temporary. In this means like ashashvatam means it's not permanent, and that too in this permanent, in this temporary place you cannot find permanent happiness. Even like if you talk about permanent happiness, first we will talk about happiness, like where we will get happiness. Here in this world, any place can we find like eternal happiness? For example, let's take example of small kid. First when he born, he will think that if I get the toy I will be very happy, I will the most happiest person in this world. He will think that when he was playing and he was got bored, and next he wants something else. Like for example, he was like now 10 years, for example, then he will feel like my father, if he buys me a cycle, then I will be the most happiest person. Then he feels like okay, bike, he got the cycle also. Then yes, after some days he become like he came to engage like 20 like that, then he will think that if I got a bike, then I will be happy, and he also got the bike also, and later he will aspire for car. So like that there is like he is not thinking like toy is not eternal happiness, cycle is also not eternal happiness, bike like that. Where he can, like in these things we cannot tell like these are the eternal happiness. So in this way many things are there. Like for example, our parents, grandfathers are there, they are here, and they will get like they will do some so much hard work, they will get some assets, some house, they will got to know like one big house is there. Even before residing in those in that house also they can leave, they will think that after this house I'll be happy. That is also not permanent. Even what we are thinking, I will achieve this, I will be happy, means even it is temporary. You are also temporary in this world, means like you cannot enjoy that things eternally. Here it is telling like dukkhalayam and ashashvatam. No, we cannot find the eternal happiness in this dukkhalayam. माम उपेत्या पुनर्जन्म दुःखालयम् अशाश्वतं नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः संसिद्धं परमां गतः. Means who great souls, like who are following Krishna consciousness, and they got like they went to the higher spiritual planets. They never want to come to this dukkhalayam, because they are finding they got their happiness, it is eternal. It's not like some days, some years, not like that. Here in this purport also they are explaining like naturally he who achieves the highest perfection and attains the supreme planet Krishna Loka, Goloka, Vrindavana, doesn't wish to return. The supreme planet is described, it is already described what are there in Vedic literatures. We all are explaining about how much happiness it will be. And whoever who and it is the highest goal of human life. Like if we are there in this human life, we will get this intelligence, like we, yes, it is our highest goal. And whoever achieve this, they don't want to return this tukhalayam. They always want to Krishna and Krishna's association, and nothing else they want. This is all about this loka, because they have attained the highest perfection. No one else want to this dukkhalayam. Now I am going to recite another verse. Abrahma bhuvanaloka punaravartino Arjuna mam upetya tu kaunteya punarjanma na vidyate. Let's read translation. From the highest planet in the material world down to the lowest, all are places of misery, wherein repeated birth and death takes place. But one who attains to my abode, O son of Kunti, never takes birth again. Here in this loka, they're telling about like we are in Bhuloka. Actually, there are many planets like this. Uh, we are in middle. Above there are higher planets, and below to us also there are lower planets. For example, a person who takes birth here, according to their things, what they did here, based on based on their doable things, like if they did good things, they can get the higher planets. If they were very sinful, and if, like for example, some are very pious persons are there, they did many good things, and they will go to higher planets according to their whatever they do that, due to the reactions they'll get higher planets, and who are the very sinful people, they'll get the lower planets. In higher planets there may be more, like you might horde like Svarga, so we will get the, higher planets. And if someone need like Loka, Patala Loka, you might know all this. There is so much misery. We will get those. But actually what it means, like higher planets, we have so much enjoyment, we cannot remember God, we are related to God also. Due to this enjoyment, we were not even aware of those things, so it is also not so much flexible to do bhakti. If you go to lower planets, there is so much misery, like in that misery you will always worry, no time to think about God and your relation with God. But this Bhuloka, now we are in, it is like it is like we will find some happiness, in the same time it is like flexible to remember God. And if the problems will come, like to remember, like I am here, I am the like you can get happiness when you come to me, like not so much miserable also. When we do these things, he allows some happiness also to them. But here in this sloka they are telling like, who wherever you go, but you have to be like, these all material reactions will be in every loka, like birth, death, old age, disease. Here, whenever, like by going to the highest planets also you cannot attain Krishna. Everyone who do the devotional perfection in bhakti yoga, they only can go to the Krishna transcendental abode and never return. Um, here in this, we will read the purport. All kinds of yogis, karma, gnana, hatha, etc., eventually have to attain the devotional perfection in bhakti yoga or Krishna consciousness before they can go to Krishna's transcendental abode and never return. Those who attain the highest material planets, the planets of the demigods, are again subjected to repeated birth and death. Even in the higher planets also, the repeated birth and death will be there. As persons on the earth are elevated to higher planets, people on higher planets such as Brahmaloka, Chandraloka, Indraloka fallen down to earth. After going there also, when their things when they are not even following the Krishna consciousness, when their past things are completed, then they will come down to the earth again. So they will always, if some person is not doing Bhakti Yoga and following Krishna consciousness, we have to be roam around the upper lower to, according to their karmic reactions, upper lower to low, upper planets to lower planets. And practice of sacrifice called Panchagna Vidya, recommended in Chandra Yoga Upanishad, enables one to achieve Brahmaloka. But if on Brahmaloka one doesn't cultivate Krishna consciousness, then he must return to earth. Those who progress in Krishna consciousness on the higher planets are gradually elevated to higher and higher planets. At the time of universal devastation, are transferred to the eternal spiritual kingdom. Like for example, in it is Kali Yuga. In this Kali Yuga, after that some Pralaya will come and this will be destroyed. In this age, if someone is doing Krishna consciousness or following Bhakti Yoga, here itself in Vedas are mentioning that when they are following Krishna consciousness, and they will when automatically, when they gradually elevated to higher and higher planets at the time of universal devastation and transferred to the eternal spiritual kingdom. Baladeva Vidyabhushan in his commentary on Bhagavad Gita quotes this verse. Brahmana sahate sarve samprapte pratisanchare parashyante kritatmana pravishanti parampadam. When there is devastation of this material universe, Brahma and his devotees, who are constantly engaged in Krishna consciousness, are all transferred to the spiritual universe and to specific spiritual planets according to their desires. Here, Brahma is pure devotee of the Lord. Brahma is also comes from the Krishna only. He is also person. He is not God. Brahma is also a person who is specially elevated by the God, and his services to create this material creation. And he and his devotees who are constantly engaged in Krishna consciousness all are will transfer to the spiritual universe and to specific spiritual planets according to their desires. So our goal shouldn't be like I have to go higher planets and I have to be enjoyed. Like where we can find enjoyment. All the enjoyment will be like little temporary only, not permanent. When we can attain permanent happiness is only by going back to the Godhead and staying in the spiritual abode of the Lord. And only higher souls who are realized, when the realized soul tell to that, the souls will got to know like this is the thing, and when they practice Krishna consciousness, and they will go back to the Godhead, and they never want to come to this Dukhalaya. Anybody has any doubts? Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, Mataji, thank you. So we can end the meeting here.
Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So I believe Leela Krishna Prabhu is. Yeah, Leela Krishna Prabhu, he has some question, Mataji. Devastation means, Mataji.
In which context, like devastation? Can you elaborate your question, Prabhuji? Like, devastation, yeah, I told here, like, when this material nature devastation, then we all can go to, like, who are practicing Krishna consciousness, they will go to back to Godhead. Devastation of material universe means like there will be creation at the time of destroy will be also there. Like first creation, maintenance, and destroying. So this that is related to devastation. Like at the time, God will take back to Godhead to him. Is clear, Prabhuji? Yes, Hare Krishna.